Hey everybody. So yeah, today what I think anyways about Assassin's Creed 4 is that near the end what I think happened was Anne Bonnet and Edward Kenway actually got together. Now, for those of you who kind of forget near the ending of Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag, great game by the way. In fact, I still like to play it just because our pirates. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, like near like the ending. I mean, not like near like the very end, but one part after you like escape the Jamaican prison at some point. What happens is that Anne Bonnet kind of reflects in her mind of how she's just not been to be not been to be a parent whatsoever because of like the unfortunate miscarriage she had, and just she's just like very down on herself, and it just feels empty. And then like ever mints that they feels empty as well since everybody's gone, and he has no one to love. Even his wife, even his wife died. Died in it died in labor years ago. Basically, he just has nobody in his life, and then at one point, you see them like holding hands, and then at one point or another, at the end of the game, you actually see this glimpse of what happened to like Edward eventually in the future. Is that he has this that he has this kid, he has this wife, and yeah, just his life just seems whole. Now, his original wife died. Mary Reed died while giving birth to somebody. Don't know who, because they took away the kid. Which actually, that's part of this in a second. I'll get back on that. And that his daughter is probably like more in her like late teens, early 20s around there. And yeah, and this other kid is probably around elementary school age, probably around 5 to 10 around there. Since I mean, I know I like chocolate, but the kid seemed definitely enthusiastic about chocolate. When his dad mentions that's like, oh yeah, we'll get some chocolates after this play, or whatnot. And yeah, so in the world is this mysterious woman. High chance, probably Anne Bonnet. And sure that in real life she was actually a teen. Same thing with Mary Reed when they both became pirates and stuff. But yeah, uh, just high chance since Anne thought like now she couldn't really be part of like the assassins and that kind of but it couldn't be part of the assassins order because she doesn't have her order in. But eventually I think happened is that she eventually calmed down. So did Edward, because like I said, near the end there, basically it's like my heart won't be like calm enough, and I won't be like mentally like into it at the moment. But later on, yeah, I'll most likely join them because they actually have a good cause and stuff. Since he felt guilty about not being part of like any good cause, and that he's just had this like row of like destruction in his life, and like trying to get rich and not giving a shit as to who you aren't all, and then he just feels empty. And what I think happened was is that eventually that Edward and Anne actually eventually got together and got married after they got through their shit and all. Yeah, and they just have a pleasant it is have a pleasant outcome for both of them, since they don't feel empty anymore. They have each other, and yeah, and also back to the kid. Since Anne Bonnet unfortunately can't really have any kids, it seems like according to her. I think what happened was they got the kid that they that originally the soldiers kidnapped, since she was in prison and stuff. So for some odd reason or other, they had to take the kid. But I don't understand. I don't understand. It's been hundreds punishments, but I know they could get weird pretty quickly. But yeah, and that somehow Edward, they never explained this part, but somehow, since again, I'm just theorizing this, is that somehow Edward probably like got the kid, most likely adopted or something like that, and then it's like they both raised, Anna and Edward raised the kid. It's so again, one or two possibilities within that realm. To be honest, is that and somehow realized that she was probably good enough to like have a kid, and then they had a kid, or higher chance, very much higher chance, is that they adopted the kid that Mary Reed had to give up, and then they raised him and then they raised him instead. So I'm gonna go with more of a second option. Yeah, I'm gonna bet more on the second option, to be honest. But either way, they do wind up together and have a have a pretty good family. Even though the second part is they never actually explain what happened to the daughter if she also became an assassin as well. But I mean, they do explain, and if you got the downloadable content, is that they explain in like basically what is Adewale's story after the main game. Many years later, is that somehow that Edward's ship got attacked and like sunk. So at least we kind of knew what happened to like Edward, or at least his ship, anyways. But yeah, they never ever explain that to his daughter. Like we know what happened to his son is that he went to the U.S. Since it connects to Assassin's Creed 3, is that he went to the U.S. And then like then like never stayed with a Native American woman that he had slept with. So then he just goes and finds his son many years later, around like 18, 20 years or so. And at first he doesn't recognize him, but then then they're like, oh wait, yeah, we're related. Yeah. But anyways, again, that's at least what I think happened. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.